So what is Q4Q? It's a quest for quality in training and networking projects, which is one of the actions of the Youth in Action program, focusing on the developing quality of youth work by giving youth workers and those active leaders, youngsters involved in youth work opportunity to meet, to exchange good practices, to come to trainings and seminar activities, to do networking.
So what is the background of this training course? I had the feeling that in the youth field, as any other fields, people are involved in a lot of projects, networkings, and these activities are very time consuming, and people don't take the time to have a reflection inside on their projects. And so the idea is to provide an opportunity, a place for youth workers to reflect about their practices, their projects, to improve the quality of the projects.
It is also important that during this Q4Q training course we want to highlight that Youth in Action, or any project of Youth in Action, is not an aim on its own. It's a tool, it's a frame, and it's up to the organization or up to young people to decide what sort of particular activity type they want to use to satisfy certain needs, which are in their organization, in their community, or in youth work of this particular country or European dimension.
The message is like, yeah, change the life, here's the money. It's a kind of direct message, but at the same time it might, create this idea of, yeah, we have money, so just come and take it. So people might forget that you should not take the money just for taking the money, but take the money if you really see that this money helps you to change something. And that's what I think this quest for quality is about, to actually start reflecting on your own work, on your own organization, on your own projects, and go back to the basis, go back to the needs.
So as a result of Q4Q training course, we would like to see that those who are doing training and networking projects are more competent. They are aware of the quality aspects. They know which kind of activity type would serve the needs of organizations and youth workers at best, and they would see the diversity of various aspects of one good project.
Quest for quality for me in this case is mostly the most interesting part is how to make applications more qualitative, because the problem is that we had been applying, sometimes not getting funds, and then obviously the problem is in quality. And it's always good to come and analyze your mistakes, and this is a perfect opportunity to come and see what you have done wrong and what should be improved in your daily work.
We worked on the application form and tried to figure out ideas to improve the quality of the project presentation through the application. And this is very useful as well, and I'm going to reuse that. I think this is my first step in dissemination.
Talking about the key elements of successful training and networking projects, I would say that a good cooperation between the partners, so that means common shared goals in the partnerships, and also a strong commitment of each of the partners and involvement in each stage of the project. The second key element would be a strong coherence between the needs of young people, between the objectives of the project and the activities. And the third one would be a strong follow-up. What I mean is, what's the point if the partners and the participants are not able to use the experiences, the skills they acquire during this kind of project?
What is important when the application is assessed, one of the most essential elements is the clarity of the idea. Why this particular project should take place, why it is taking place in the frame of Youth in Action program, what is the idea of European cooperation and dimension between partners, what is the common goal. It is for sure important to think through step-by-step elements of the project, not only the activity itself and the daily program, but a bigger project which involves the part of dissemination, exploitation of results, for whom, how, for what target groups, and how can we multiply the effect and impact of the particular project.
My role is more focused on the learning process throughout the training. So also to actually plan this reflection time, plan the learning, make sure that the participants who are here, they have enough time to be aware or to get aware of the aha moments, to get aware of their own learning, and that helps them to do things better. But of course the most important thing about the learning process at this training course is that we actually developed, or we put together an extra learning diary, which is called iQuest, especially for this training course. And we can actually propose it as a tool for other youth workers and other activities.
The context. This is where the project design, the quality in project design starts from. What are you doing? Why are you doing what you are doing? How are you doing what you are doing? All these can be very philosophical, and if you go too far, it can even burn you out. But to understand your own context and to locate yourself and your organization in this context. That's what brings quality. Quality is also partly using colorful paper, if it makes sense, but also knowing why you are using colorful paper and why does it make sense on that moment. So from here,
first of all, to give practical and detailed answers, to keep to the priorities of the certain program, it is very, very important. Not just to mention it, but the activities that you organize, they must be combined with those priorities, and they must possess the very priorities in it. And of course, after filling in the application form, after giving an answer for like 30 questions, it is the time when you have to ask yourself 300 questions, because you have to have the envision of what it will be if you get the grant.
I think that the most challenging point for submitting or creating application forms is to think about all the things parallelly. To not just start filling in application form, but also from very beginning consider what will be dissemination, what will be intercultural learning, what will be European dimension, and really not to forget about it in any stage of the project.
Yeah, well, first tip is avoid too conceptual talking, and try to be concrete as possible, because actually this shows how mature in the mind of the applicant the project is. And also I would suggest that more people, not only one person, but more people get involved in the process of the application to get different points of view, and also to copy read like some parts that has been written by someone could be read by someone else, and like this person could give some feedback.
And I really suggest to all the applicants to work really well in the preparation phase and have everything clear as much as possible in terms of project, partnership, contribution of the partner or the trainers. So don't try to do it at the last minute. So